Anyway, I mentioned that whole building last time. Let's go and have a look at it, because I think that's where Mrs. Silverhair's going to be. Oh, door's open. Appears to be no map in here. No idea where I'm going, so I'm going to keep exploring. I like this old classroom though. It's a very nice old classroom. Very dusty though. Statue of a dragon? What's this? Chest with EP charge in it. Interesting. This way first. Another chest with a reviving balm. An empty classroom. There's not much more place they can be, to be honest. Strange. Could have sworn, but it couldn't be. Joshua! Hey, you two. You need to stop making us worry about you. I almost had a heart attack when I heard you went chasing after some guy with silver hair. How did you know? Polly told us. I guess she saw you. Ah, she's actually a pretty sharp-eyed kid. I did follow a man matching that description out this way, but I guess I lost him. Oh my. Must have been pretty talented if he managed to give it even you a slip. Any idea who he was? I'm afraid not. I don't think it was our arsonist, though. I tailed him as long as I could. Go away. Why'd you run off by yourself? My thoughts exactly. You at least left us a message. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. Who said I was worried? Just pointing out the importance of teamwork. You're a terrible liar. Not 5 minutes ago you were in total panic. I was not. And hey, you were pretty concerned yourself. Thank you both of you. Your attention, please. All play personnel, please report to the auditorium right away. Ah, yeah, it's almost time, isn't it? To get into costume. The play will start soon. Well then, let's do it. What about a guy with silver hair? Suppose what we can do is let Kana know and warn her so we keep an eye out. The three went straight to Kana, the silver-haired man, and left the auditorium immediately afterwards. 30 minutes later... Wow, look at all the people. Okay, and now I'm getting kind of nervous. You'll be fine, Estelle. This is what rehearsals are for. Besides, once you start getting up, you'll forget they're even there. You were told you'd only focus on one thing at a time anyway. Just one thing at a time, huh? Well, I guess I'll just focus on that boy in my dress then. That'll be easy. Okay. You two can have your little spat another time. This year's campus festival is already a big success. We have many esteemed individuals here, such as the Duke and Mayor. We can't afford to be intimidated. So just remember your #1 rule and you'll be fine. You're going to puke on stage? Do it off stage. You've done a fine job of keeping the festival lively so far. Now let's close it off with a real bang. Well, it's hopefully not a real bang, that'd be kind of explosive. Without further ado, the Student Council proudly presents Madrigal of a White Magnolia. Enjoy the show. In the year 1100 of the Septian calendar, 100 years ago, Liberia was still a land of nobles and aristocrats. But commoners, too, held some power, and they were prodigious traders who grew more influential with each passing year. During this period there was much friction between the classes, and the nobles and commoners clashed often. As time went on, these clashes intensified. The intercession of the royal family and the church failed to end the squabbling. The stage was set for a final conflict. A year had passed since the illness stole the king from his people, and a tale begins on an early spring evening in the rooftop garden of a Grand Silk Castle. The street lights shone on everyone, each bright light of their own happiness. In spite of that, here you are, Princess. Please don't think you should be going to bed soon, Royal Highness. Staying up late can surely do you no good. It's alright. If I should fall ill, if that happened, then perhaps I could avoid becoming the last ember in this dying flame we call Liberia. Please do not speak of such things. Your Highness, you are the most exalted individual in Liberia. If you were to take a husband, you could take control of her kingdom. I will not marry. Despite my father's wishes, I shall not consent to it. But why, Your Highness? You have two fine men as suitors, after all. One is Sir Julius of the Chivalric Order of Imperial Guards. The eldest son is a duke. And Sir Oscar, commoner though he may be, has been recognised often in his battles against the Empire. Both such fine men. No one knows better than I the quality of their characters. Oh, Oscar, Julius, how am I to choose between you? Oh my. Isn't that Joshua playing the princess? Oh, I thought it was Mabel up front there. I suppose Julius put a great deal of thought into this reverse castle casting business. Indeed, ma'am. He plays his role well, but with two maids leaves much to be desired. Do you remember, Oscar, how we spent our boyhood days in this alley running around pretending our sticks were swords? I could never forget, Julius. In those days it was all so simple, with you and Cecilia alike. I treasure that time greatly. I recall how stunned I was. I would always conspire to play with her in secret, only to discover another had been doing the same. She was as lovely as a sight of falling petals in spring. Indeed, fair Cecilia was like unto our very own sun. But her light would dim with each day that passed. The nobles and the commoners, the fury of the conflict could never have been avoided. The princess's grief is easily understandable. Cruel fate mocks us so, for it is our very existence that has brought us such sorrow. Oh wow, it's so cool. Hate to say it, but the guy looks cuter than the girls. Hush now, and watch the show. You know this, Julius. The commoners' impudence can be tolerated no longer. If they should forget their place and no longer view us to their superiors, Liberia's power structure would surely fall into ruin. If I may, Father, it's been very roughly 10 years since the Eastern Republic was founded. Perhaps the eventual seizing of power by the common people is inevitable in any state. Speak not of such repulsive events! What is freedom? What is equality? What is anything if commoners and nobles alike should cast all tradition aside? Better we should fall out on our knees before the Empire's military and concede to our will. Father! That's a damn fine duke up there. If the commoners get all high and mighty, the whole society collapses. Your Grace, perhaps it would be best to keep your voices down. Oscar, I'm expecting great things from you. If you can get the royal family on our side, we'll have a great advantage over the nobles. That advantage would allow us to seize power. But, Chairman, I cannot consent to this. I can never use Cecilia for political gain. Always putting others before yourself, I see. even though you have a chance to become a king, albeit only on paper. If you would refuse, it would lead to only a bloody uprising and subsequent revolution. The royal family, I'm sure the nobles as well, would disappear into the shadows of history. Chairman. Impressive. I've really done my research. I had severe doubts about this ever since I first heard about the reverse role gimmick. The students have put up a great deal of work into this, it seems. Young bracers have no small hand in this either. I do not wish bloodshed on anyone, revolution or not. I cannot simply allow Julius and Celia to die. As for myself, I do not know what I should do. Ugh. It's no good. I'm going to be sick. Are you alright? You must have quite a bit more than you can handle. Maybe spring, but surely you'll catch your death if you sleep out here. Thank you, good Sir Knight. It has nothing to do with being a knight. A rather simple concern. I would not be quite a young fool to not see what I must do. You got that right. What? Oh, my arm. Just a touch of anesthetic on that blade. Would be so kind as to sit still? Curse you, assassin. Who sent you? Just a nobody who wants you out of a picture. You wanted it badly enough to pay me up front. Pretty well at that. All you need do is die. Ah, now I get it. Not bad at all. Next up we should have... Oh, I got so wrapped up I forgot about work. Long has it been since you entered my sight, fair princess? Yes, Julius. It truly has been. I cannot help but notice Oscar is not with you today. Back when my father yet breathed, both of you were soft spoken of by my maids of the court. As well you know, your highness, the kingdom is in the midst of a crisis most dire. As such, he and I may never be as close as once we were. I confess, I come to you today to ask a favour. What favour would that be? That you would allow he and I, head of a chivalric order and a high guard, and a young general, to engage in a duel of honour. And the victor shall be granted the great honour of becoming your husband. Quite dramatic indeed. Caught up in conflict between noble and commoner, these two close friends have finally decided on a duel. The princess now realises their determination and keeps silent. And on the day of a duel, two knights step into a grand arena of a royal city. Many have come to witness it, commoner, noble, and all social castes in between. Conspicuously absent from the proceedings is one over whom they fight, Princess Cecilia herself. My friend, I fear this was inevitable. Perhaps fate has always intended us for to meet in such a base fashion. Speak, for we may both be unburdened. Nothing else, for our beloved princess. We will cleave our path through our fate with our own hands. But, at this moment, my words and her smile seem lost. Has fear clutched your heart, Oscar? Perhaps. But what is this passion that pierced me to the quick? As I see you with that blade drawn, I feel as if I've been waiting for this moment. Before this storm by the names of revolution should claim us both, we shall let fate determine our outcome. Yes, and may the goddess above see our spirits as they truly are. Come then, let it be done. On guard! Impressive, Julius. I should say the same about you, but still, you seem to hesitate. What troubles you, Oscar? Is this the extent of your skill? Perhaps the tales of your acts against valour against the Empire were grossly overestimated. Ha! Well done, Julius. Magnificent swordsmanship. Ah. Oscar, your arm. I've had worse. 'Tis but a scratch. neither our blades connected with flesh. Not even a glancing blow. Your wound was struck prior. This is a tactic most slow, Duke. Was this your attention from the start? Ha! Oh, thank you to say, cease slandering my good name. Are you implying that I instigated this? Father, is it true? Did you? It's alright, Julius. My own inexperience has brought this about. Besides, we see far worse sort of a field of battle. I will put everything I have behind my next strike. I intend to kill you. Oscar. Very well. I too will wager it all on my next strike as well. For a fair princess, and the future of a very kingdom, he who lives, when all is said and done, will inherit the responsibility for all, and he who dies, watch over it all from a realm of the spirits. Such is also a pride of a knight. I suppose it is. Ah! No! Oh. Cecilia! Princess! Cecilia, why? Were you not in attendance? Oh, Oscar. Julius. I did not wish to observe a duel between the two of you. I had to find a way to put a stop to this fight. Praise Eidos that I arrived in time. Hear me, all in attendance. Dismiss me and set aside your differences, please. Are we not all of Libelle? Do we not all love this land? There is so little that separates us from one another. If we would but take your foe's hand, surely we could find a peaceful resolution. Your Royal Highness, you need say no more. My vision fades. But what of you two? Will you not do as I ask? Your will be done, my princess. At your side. Strange. Everything is floating. When I was young, I would sneak out of my castle and down to the alley. Oscar, Julius, you both always had smiles for me. I love your smiles, so please don't ever stop. Princess? No. This cannot be, Princess. I'll do anything. Please, no! Cecilia, you... Our poor princess. I don't understand why you should do such a thing. Our princess gave her life, and we must stop this unending dispute. Compare that sacrifice. What a trifle of pride of a nobleman. Had we not been fighting, it would never have come to this. Only now, when it is too late, we see our folly. This is the fate of all men, where spirits still shackled to our flesh. Eidos, great goddess of the skies, we now know your great resentment. There is much you do not yet understand, it seems. I granted you flesh to be your vessel, but your spirits still know more freedom and nobility. Such contempt for it lies only with you yourselves. So beautiful. A more beautiful voice I've never heard. It's amazing. Eidos herself has graced us with her presence. The goddess. Incredible. Hear me, young knights. I observed your contest. You are both courageous and strong, yet somehow vital within... However, yet something vital within you is broken. It is as you say. Our own immaturity is what invited us, fate upon us. Chairman. Has your hate for nobles and monarchy blinding you to the fact that we are all but men? I am ashamed. Duke. You know of your sins better than anyone else could. And yet all the rest of you have simply watched these events unfold. There's something fundamentally wrong with all the loss as well. Strike your hand upon your breast and think well about this. Ha! Now it seems you have each remembered your hearts. As such, perhaps hope yet remains in Libelle, as long as you never forget the lessons learned to this day. Oh. She's vanished. Where am I? Princess! Cecilia. Oh my. Joshua. Julius. Oscar. Have you both been called up to heaven as well? It's a genuine miracle. Princess! Oh, praise aid us! What? Why were two of you here? I'm a duke, I'm a chairman. So, I'm not dead? Almighty aid us. Aedos has given us Libelle, his back is beloved. Praise her for her benevolence. Oscar, Julius, what happened? Knowing you need to concern yourself over, Cecilia. The conflict at the end. I believe everything has been alright. You're being naive, Oscar. We still have a duel to finish, have we not? Julius. No. You still intend to fight? On the contrary, the match is concluded. Besides, this fool managed to get hit on his sword arm. You're not due for a duel to not to have a clear victor. Thus it stands to reason the man who fought with a significant handicap yet emerged undefeated should be regarded as a victor. Wait, Julius. Don't misunderstand me, Oscar. I've not given up on the princess. Once you're healed, our duel will continue, but with blades of wood. Just as when we were boys. I see. Very well then, I accept your challenge. Have neither of you ever regard for my own wishes? No, you are mistaken. You, my lady, should judge today's match. It only fair for victor to be granted a kiss. Surely, everyone waits with bated breath for it. Very well. Huh? Don't we look marvellous together? Almighty aid us. Look well upon this, and may this fine day extend unto eternity. Eternal peace to Libelle! Eternal glory to Libelle! Quite a grand finale. So silver-haired man is here, but no matter. And so, the curtain fell on Madrigal of the White Magnolia, to grand fanfare and acclaim. And with conclusion, an announcement went out that the campus festival had reached its end. The crowd began to disperse and leave the campus, each person wearing a look of contentment. Brilliant, just brilliant! That was one fine play, and the director is allowed to say so. At first I thought people would make fun of us with a role switch like that. I'm so glad they took it seriously. Agreed. The costumes worked out pretty well. Wouldn't want to wear mine again though. Corsets are like some form of torture. No kidding. Well, it was all for a good cause. Just wait until you see how many pictures the photography club took. Ones of you ought to be particularly popular. Give it a rest. Ones with Estelle and Chloe won't exactly drive people away either. The guys always go nuts for junior girls. I'm going to rake him a mirror. I mean, all proceeds will go to a good cause, of course. Chill. Estelle, what's wrong? What were you talking about? Nothing important, really. Been spacing out ever since the play finished. Are you okay? Well, the fight scene was pretty hard work. No matter surprised it's tired. Feel sick? We can take you to the nurse's office. I'm fine, really. I deal with fatigue every day as a bracer. I'm just trying to get my head back in order is all. Oh. Estelle, you don't mean... No, nothing like that at all. I promise, I'm perfectly alright. I trust we're not interrupting. Miss Chloe, Oscar was so cool. I want to be that cool when I grow up. Thank you. You will do great too, Mr. Estelle. Ah, Sir Julius. Hey now, Mary. And Joshua was so cute. Yeah, I can stop looking. Well, thank you, I think. It was great fun for us as well. A play around love and friendship, buffeted by the winds of a tumultuous era. It was so moving. The fight scene was intense, and though one could only expect it to end in tragedy, that's such a heartwarming conclusion. I thought it was splendid. Well, with praise like that, I'd say it was worth the effort. Oh yeah, Hans? Alright, I almost forgot. What's up? It's nothing bad, don't worry. I'll be right back, so just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Those were Jill and Hans, no? Chloe, your friends of the student council then? Yep. They're in charge of production of the play. I see. I must go thank them then. My children will have many fond memories of Wuhan. Matron. I made up my mind. I'll tell her my decision when we return to Magnolia. And then tomorrow we'll take the first steps. So soon? What's she talking about? Clem, you shouldn't listen in grown-ups talk. It's okay, Mary. I think we should probably return to begin. Can we have dinner? Continue our discussion over there. Okay. And Chloe? Chloe and you two, Estelle and Joshua. I'm afraid we'll be taking our leave. Thank you for today. It was a lovely play. Hold on a sec. Jill's coming back any moment. She'll probably want to say goodbye before you go. Pardon me. Oh, Dean Collins. It's a pleasure to see you again, Matron Teresa. I must apologise for not coming by earlier to thank you for taking the time to visit. You needn't thank me. The festival was magnificent. I'm grateful for your invitation. Yes, the students were magnificent, weren't they? Chloe told me your current situation truly dreadful. I was trying to think of a way we could help. Jill. Yes, sir. Please, take this. What's this? We took a collection for you. It's a minion mirror. Please use it to help it rebuild the orphanage. A minion mirror? That's impressive. But how? Well, we have a Duke as well as Mayor of Bose, so there are some celebrities here. Thanks to them, we're able to collect far more than we would have otherwise. No, I couldn't. I can't accept this. I don't see why not. The festival collects donations for charity events every year. People donated specifically to help rebuild the orphanage. But it's too much. Please accept it, Matron. But Chloe, I realise that you're overwhelmed, but think about it. Without which mirror, the rebuilding is started and you wouldn't need to go to Gransel. You wouldn't have to give up your herb garden. She speaks the truth. Joseph would want to accept this for children. You didn't focus on the amount, just what can be done with it. You're right. I don't know how to show my appreciation. Thank you. Thank you so very much. That's awesome. I should settle it. Hey, what's this about going to Gransel? Does something happen? It's okay. There's no need to worry. You've all been through so much. It's really not that big a deal. But why are you crying, Matron? Don't be silly, Clem. Those are happy tears. After Matron and the children left to return to Magnolia, Estelle and Joshua joined the other students in cleaning up the festival. By the time everything was done, the day had given way to evening. But we had everything set up for you to be able to stay. I mean, the festival just ended and everything. Sorry, but we can't. Since we're still apprentices, we can't go too long without checking in with a guild. We'd like to give a report before the day's out if we can. So you'll have to excuse us. Is that so? Oh well, guess I'm on my own tonight. Sure it's going to be lonely in bed without you. What? Hans, would you please give a tasteless jokes a rest? Estelle, don't listen to him. A joke. It's never boring with you guys, I'll give you that much. Hope I'll give you a chance to come see us again. And stay for a couple of days and nights. Sure, we will, thank you. We'll stop by again soon. Well, let's get going. We'll lose the daylight if we don't hurry. So you're heading to Magnolia too, Chloe? Yes. There's a lot I want to talk to a matron about. She'll be alright for me to stay at the inn with the kids tonight. I hate that you won't be here after a festival. Oh well, what can I do? Hope you have a good time. Hey, about the matron and the kids. Is it kind of risky for them to carry around that much money? Don't worry about that. One of your bases is escorted the whole time. His name's Kana. Parent Dean made a special request. He never misses a beat. Well. Stay healthy, you guys. It is hoping you guys do a great deal with your basic studies. You can count on it. Best luck to both of you as well. We had a few days of academy, but it was great fun. Well, over in class anyway. What are you talking about, Estelle? Normal students spend most of their time attending classes. School festival might have been fun, but it was a special event. Yeah, you're right. Now being a student is tougher than I thought. Huh? What's wrong? Nothing. So I can't sense Sieg nearby. I wonder where he went. Maybe he's looking for dinner. That may be it. I'm sorry, I'm just being silly. Please allow me to come with you as far as the coastal road. Sure, it'll be fun. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. No Sieg. Lots of money. Hopefully my fears are unfounded, but join me next time I'm going to find out. Bye bye.